Well, howdy, folks, and welcome back to Grunkle Tim Reads. You're sitting here in my garden, no green screen, no fancy light, just me, the bees, and a half-finished cup of coffee. Today I've got something a little different for you. An obituary. Not for a person, mind you, but for something we all once took for granted. Something that slipped away while we were too busy chasing pings, notifications, and likes. You see, I helped folks for years learning how to grow grapes and make wine. I did these big, over-the-top, bombastic presentations, like with the idea that I might get something across, an idea through, maybe whatever it might take to get something in there and inspire a kid or a person to go out and do something amazing. But lately, I've kind of noticed something strange. Nobody's sticking around long enough to finish a sentence. So today, we're here to pay our respects for our old friend. Attention. Stick around. This won't be your typical bedtime tale. We'll mourn the loss of attention, laugh at its wild ride, and its surviving children that are more than likely going to be our future. With that, I'm going to be checking out for a week. Headed to Rorschach to reset the old dopamine system. No phones, no computers, nothing but a lake, pooches, and family. But for now, let's get into it. The Death of Attention. A Grunkle Tim original. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and scroll addicts, we've come together today in honor of a quiet hero, and one we barely noticed until it was gone. This is the obituary of Attention, who was with us until the dawn of time and then became deceased earlier this year. But you see, no one noticed, because we weren't paying attention. Attention was passionate about Bruce. Bruce, caffeine-fueled grad students, flashcards in one hand, eyelids in the other, rode the Attention's coattails through 3 all-nighters to earn his master's in biology. Every enzyme pathway itched into his brain, every footnote painstakingly checked. Now, Bruce can't sit through a single sitcom without reflexively grabbing his phone and opening Candy Crush. Attention really mattered to Maria. Maria, a loft-dwelling painter, surrounded by bristle-buried floors and half-empty paint drums, leaned on Attention, brushstroke by brushstroke, for 60 continuous hours to finish her first gallery masterpiece. Attention carefully guided each pigment swirl, each daring imposter ridge. Today Maria abandons canvases mid-stroke to refresh her Instagram reel. Attention was devoted to Sam the classics junkie, who pronounces Tolstoy like a slinky on marble. Found Attention was unwavering at his side through every page of War and Peace. No footnote skipped, no subplot forgotten. Now he scrolls X furiously, debating someone named Cat Turd. Attention really committed its life to Alex. Alex, the late-night developer whose IDE theme was #000 on #000, rode with Attention through a 14-hour caffeine-fueled trance to debug a launch-critical app. It sharpened each keystroke, monitored every semicolon. These days, Alex sits quietly on the couch while he watches, simultaneously, 4 Twitch streamers commenting on the day's news. Attention was loyal to Priya. Priya, the Garmin scream-loving triathlete, trusted it to choreograph every high-intensity interval training, every yoga flow as she trained for Olympic trials. No beat missed, no stretch skipped. The care Attention put into every micro and macronutrient for optimal performance. Now, she can't complete a single workout with uploading her steps to TikTok. Attention really cared about all of us. It lingered in lecture halls, lab benches, and paint studios. Dinner tables, our unseen companion. Through learning, creating, coding, and even breathing. And then came the notification storm of 25, pings, beeps, and 15-second feeds that whisked it away, and we never saw it again. Attention is survived by his 2 rambunctious sons, procrastination and distraction, and his only daughter, short-term memory. So here lies Attention, once our greatest ally, now a ghost in the machine. May it rest in peace, free from pings, pop-ups, and prompts, reminders, and most importantly, those damn automatic updates. May we honor its memory by looking up from our screens, if only for a moment. Well, that's it. Attention's final curtain call. If you happen to spot it wandering around, please don't chase it with a notification. Instead, offer it a mug of coffee and see if it sticks around for a bit. Thanks for coming to my very brief and very unofficial funeral. No flowers, just more excuses to procrastinate. If you got a chuckle, tap a like button, hit subscribe, and share this with somebody who still thinks their phone's autocorrect is their friend. Well, what was your favorite eulogy moment? Leave it note in the comments. Bonus points if you include a carrot-related funeral pun. Next time we catch up, you'll probably eulogize my missing gardening gloves or maybe the great zucchini that got away. Keep it silly, keep it slightly off task, and I'll catch you in the weeds next time. See you in a week.